going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back to school means back to savings at Heritage Automotive Center in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Act fast to grab incredible deals on new vehicles priced below invoice and pre-owned cars listed way below market value. Need help with payments? The friendly finance team is ready to assist with zero down, bad credit, or even no credit at all. Not looking for a new vehicle? Heritage is still your go-to for guaranteed exceptional service, parts, or auto body repair. Visit heritagegm.com.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome to X Sports Live here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, guys. It feels great outside. It's not going to feel that way this time a week from now. No. It's actually going to feel like August. But
Fred hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's what short, bald men do. So
way to go, Fred.
Kind of what happens. But we have a special guest joining us here, Brady Brown. Thanks for being here on X Sports Live. And Brady made some history this week, guys. The first ever professional basketball player. I know it's come out of Summertown High School. And from what we know, Hayden, back me up on this. Is this our first ever pro ball player from Lawrence County, period?
Basketball period.
Cedric went overseas.
Cedric played overseas.
Cedric played. Okay, so our second.
Yes, Cedric played overseas. Yeah.
Okay, so our second and the first from Summertown. Yes, so, man, Brady, just walk us through what it's been like, just step by step of how now you're going to be playing pro basketball.
Well, first off, I appreciate you having me on, but step by step goes back a long way. Started with middle school. I had one good game against Kaufman, and that kind of sparked my interest and love for basketball. Yeah. Because at first I was a baseball guy, and then that one good game, I was like, man, that was fun. Like, I like scoring a lot of points, so let me focus on basketball a little bit. And ended up working my way up through Summertown, got on the starting team, become one of the better players on the team, earned a scholarship to go to Martin Methodist, kept my head down, worked every year at Martin Methodist. And I wouldn't say once I went into college I wanted to be a professional, but I got there. I seen some other guys who had went pro, and I was like, well, if they could do it, I don't really see why I couldn't do it. So let me just set that goal for myself, work, and let's see what happens. And I made it happen.
Yeah, so how did this come to be? How did they contact you? When did they contact you, and how did it go from there?
So when the season ended, I'd signed up for a showcase in March, and it was in Mexico. And when I went to one there, I actually received 3 offers, 2 from teams in Mexico and then 1 from a team in Portugal. Yeah. But the deal wasn't as good as I'd like it to be because, I mean, of course I want to play pro basketball, but I want it to make sense for me to go out there. So I didn't sign those deals. I got invited to another showcase in Las Vegas, and I went out to that, and I did really good, made a lot of connections, and that's really the main thing with pro basketball, especially as a rookie, is like connections, shake hands, meet people, and I did that, made good connections, played good ball, and so I met this coach out in Vegas. He's from Slovenia. He went back home, asked around his league, and he found 2 teams for me, and one of them took the chance on me and gave me the deal. Yeah. It happened really quick. When they reached out to me, they sent me a contract probably 2 weeks later. Wow. So it happened really fast.
So what's the name of the team? And we'll get it from you so we know how to pronounce it correctly.
It is Rogaška. That's how you say it. And they are based out of Rogaška Slatina, Slovenia. That's the city, is Rogaška Slatina.
We're just going to have to play that on repeat so we get
because I'll never get that right.
And that's if I'm saying it right. Just, I haven't quoted me on that.
Don't quote.
Seriously, don't quote me on that. That's just what I think. That's how you say it. But that's where I'll be.
So, like you mentioned, you're a UT Southern. You see other guys are signing contracts to go play. Was that ever in your mind that could be in the cards for you someday?
Honestly, no. Especially in high school, I just wanted to go play college basketball. Yeah. And honestly, as a junior in high school, I didn't even know if I wanted to play college basketball because I had some friends going to join frats in Chattanooga. I was like, do I want to go do that? And then eventually, my best friend at the time, Trey, he's still one of my best friends, he was like, let's go to Martin Methodist, play basketball. So me and him were like, yeah, let's just do it. We went down there, and then the rest was history. I'm glad I made that decision because I wouldn't be here without it, for sure.
These combines, what was the kind of the competition you were going up against there in Mexico and in Vegas?
The one in Mexico, it was a lot smaller than the ones in Vegas. The one in Mexico was invite only. There was probably maybe 25 guys total there, and it was a 2-day showcase. The first one was a lot of like individual skill work, showing your ball handling skills, pick and roll, like showing how you make decisions, and then shooting ability, and that's where I strived at, was my shooting ability. And then once I got to Vegas, it was like there were 70 guys at the camp, and most of them had Division I background. And I went out there, I was kind of a little intimidated at first just because I hadn't been around that caliber of players or that many of them. Right. But as soon as we started playing basketball, it was just basketball. Like I could hold my own. the nerves went away, and they were all just normal basketball players to me.
Yeah, Hayden and I talk about that all the time when it comes to the NAI in Division II. A lot of kids, especially around here, don't understand, and you know it firsthand that there's ballers at every level at college
Absolutely.
hoops.
There's dogs at every level, whether that's JUCO, NAI, D3, D2, D1. If you go to any of those divisions, I guarantee you can find at least 20 guys throughout a certain conference that can go play professionally, because some of those guys just didn't have the opportunities that other people did growing up. Like someone like me, I grew up in a small town, don't really have that much exposure, so you got to take what is given and just work. And like I said, take what is given and be grateful, work, and you can do anything you want.
Clint?
I got to call Brady basically his whole 4 years at Summertown, and it was a joy. How tall are you now, Brady?
I'm right at 6'6", and I'm 6'7" in basketball shoes. But.
Okay. When you graduated high school, probably 6'4"-ish?
Yeah, I'd say I'm right under 6'4" when I graduated high school, so I definitely have grown a lot.
The growth spurt in high school was between, what, your sophomore, junior year?
Yeah,
or?
I started growing my sophomore year. I was about 5'10" as a sophomore, and then junior year I came back, I was about 6'1", and then senior year I came back, I was about 6'3",
Yeah.
and then just consistently kept growing.
If you would have saw this kid as a freshman, you would never believe that would be what's sitting here right now.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah, and man, when he hit it. Brady, I've tried to tell these guys, but I don't think they really understand, because I try to tell them the best basketball tournament I've ever saw in my life. Old District 12A, your junior year, over here at Lawrence County High School.
Yep.
That region Final Four, you had Summertown, Loretta, who won the state championship that year, Wayne County, and Collinwood.
Yep.
And I promise you, we're the four best of the best teams in the state.
Absolutely.
And all in the same district. I mean, Perry County wasn't a slouch. You couldn't sleep on them.
Yeah.
But you're talking about four of the best teams, and I feel like that has to get you somewhat ready to play at such a high level all the time, your junior and senior year of high school, because that old district, it was a war every night.
Yeah. I would say just the atmosphere in those games got you ready, because there was nothing like going into a small high school gym that is absolutely packed out. And if we're playing Loretto, you know, just about everyone in Loretto, they might not hate you, but they don't like you. So they're saying not nice things to you. Everybody's screaming, especially on the free throw line.
I think we've caught some of those on camera before.
Yeah, you know.
But I mean, just having those type of atmospheres to just play in and get comfortable in is definitely set the stage and made college a lot easier for me, because in college I can't recall.
Yeah.
Actually, there will probably be maybe 2 games where the atmosphere was almost as intense as those high school games. Like those high school atmospheres are second to none. Like you can't find them anywhere else.
Yeah, especially some of the schools that you guys played.
Yeah.
You had to create your own atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to say empty gyms, but there were
That's
a lot
true,
of empty gyms that you guys were playing. Yeah, there were several. Yeah,
especially in COVID.
Trying to be nice over here, Hayden.
When COVID hit, there was cardboard cutouts of fans in the gym.
That's the dumbest thing.
You got to create your own energy. And,
that year. At that time I was having to do the play-by-play and the public address, so I had that music cranked up loud, and these old Billy Burdette would be up there, turn that down. Because it's so quiet in the gym, because you only have parents and grandparents in there.
Right.
But you mentioned those atmospheres, and you were talking about a little bit just how crazy was it. I mean, not just the Lorettas, over here, and go to Collinwood and go to Wayne County. I swear something happens at Collinwood every time Summertown goes over there.
Yeah, it can be a little dicey. it was rough when Brady played over there. They had a really good team. They actually had a kid from Summertown. There at that time, and that made it tougher, just made it a little more dramatic, on top of that. And I'm telling you, Brady's junior year, his senior year too, and them in Loretta, you talking about some wars. I mean, I think there was a fight, and we were talking about it off air. Yeah, I can't remember if it was a district championship or region championship, but it was one of those. But I'm telling you, I wish we could find tapes, but I don't know where we could. They'd have to get it from coaches, but the Final Four of the men's region tournament over here at Lawrence County High School with those 4 teams, best high school basketball you would ever watch.
So it was Wayne County, Collinwood. Was it the region tournament?
It was a region championship.
So you guys had your district, and you beat
Hale
all
County
the other
West.
teams from the region, and then faced here again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Man,
good.
why wasn't I here yet?
And every game came down to the end.
Yeah, what year would that have been?
It would have been 2018.
18. I was in Macon, Georgia. I wish I should have been here. With that
Should have been here.
Should have.
I was going to say, just for the smaller schools filling up the Ralph.
Yeah.
You know.
And that gym, that was because I only got to play Lawrence County 2 or 3 times throughout high school because they didn't play us from. My last game was my sophomore year, and they beat us bad at Lawrence County. It was full, it was packed, and they had a team, Lance Pope, and I remember Lance Pope probably hit 5 threes from like the volleyball line. I'll never forget that. And so they smacked us, and then we didn't get the chance to play them the next 2 years, which I think was kind of planned, but
Hey, I've said the
that's
same
for
thing.
that's for
Same
another
thing on the
time.
girls' side.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here
I'm innocent, people. I'm innocent, but you. Speaking of the Loretto guys, you got 2 guys. One's in pro baseball, another one's about to be there at some point, and all these great athletes. How did that get you ready for the college level and now the pro level?
I think it was just seeing people around my age go chase those same goals and achieve them. I'm like, okay, if they can do it, why can't I do it? I mean, Ryan Weathers kind of set the stage for this little generation behind him to follow, and now I think there's 3 more guys playing professional, if I'm not right, or Blade Tidwell, Grant Burleson, and Luke Stoffel. I mean, those are the ones I know of off the top of my head. And that's a lot for this small of a town to have put out within the past 5 to 10 years. Like, that's a lot, in my opinion.
Before you get a chance to, I'll say I can vouch for his parents and his family. He gets strong work ethic. His mother took really good care of my granddad several times in the ICU. His dad Craig was a heck of a ball player and never missed a game. But his sister Haley played with my oldest Riley and Jenna, and she was a heck of a ball player. So he's got a pretty good genes, work ethic and talent-wise, flowing in him.
At UT Southern, man, you guys played some really good competition, especially your first 4 years when you guys were in the Mid-South. I've always said that's the SEC and the NAIA.
Absolutely.
And and then the next year, you moved to the conference, not as deep as what the Mid-South was, but top level, the teams are really good. Just describe that kind of competition you're facing night in and night out at UT Southern.
I'd say when we were in the Mid-South, like you said, it was a lot more stacked top to bottom. But once we made that move to the Southern States, that top 5 to 6 teams, like it was a dogfight. And I wouldn't say we were lucky, but we won 19 games in a row, so we got like kind of a big lead ahead of everyone and kind of had a cushion to lean back on. But the competition was good night in and night out. Like my 4th year at college, because I played 5 years at UT Southern, my 4th year, we got put out first round of conference by the 12 seed.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta bring it up.
Yeah. I mean, that just shows you that anybody can beat you. And we got put out on a buzzer beater. Heartbreaker, but that just shows you any team can beat you, especially if you come in overlooking, they'll get the best of you for sure.
Dustin?
So I want to go before college. Did you play travel ball? Did you play AAU ball?
Yeah, I played AAU for some small programs just about every year from when I was in probably 7th grade up until my junior year. Like I would play on a team out of Collinwood or I played on a team out of Lawrence County. We just got some guys together and go play tournaments. But then my junior year going into my senior year, I was with those guys from Lawrence County and we were playing in a tournament in Florence, and we played a sponsored team that goes plays in the biggest tournaments. We played them. I had a good game, and they offered for me to come play on their team, and that was the best decision I had ever made. I went down there, played the highest level of AAU you could find, and I'm not going out there dropping 20. I'm maybe dropping 3 to 5 points, but seeing that speed of basketball, once I come back to single A, it was night and day. It made the game so much easier for me, and once it made the game easier, my confidence started growing, and then that encouraged me to get in the gym more, and then just everything took off. That one summer was really what set everything going for me.
Yeah, what's kind of been the community's reaction to you going and signing a pro contract?
A lot of support. I mean, I've had so many people text me on Facebook or call me or text my phone. Just everyone's happy for me. Everyone's just kind of surprised that I made it happen, but everyone's supporting and doing a good job at it.
Yeah, I know Coach Long, the moment that news happened, I mean, I got an email sitting in Mount Pleasant press box like, hey, this happened. I'm like, whoa, this This is a pretty big deal.
I can speak for Coach Long and Mr. Brian Long. They're both very proud of you.
I mean, the Nest, it's iconic gym. What was it like playing in there night in and night out?
Man, that was a blessing. I mean, you can't find an environment around like anywhere in the country besides that little box. I mean, you get in there doesn't feel like there's AC in there. It's packed all the way from the front to the back.
There's like one vent.
Yeah, there's one big fan going, trying to cool everybody off at halftime. But it was awesome. I'm just blessed to have been played there and to have been good at the same time. Yeah. It just made the atmosphere insane.
You've been brushing up on your Slovenian?
Actually, no, I have not. I have not prepared for that at all. I know the coach speaks English.
Okay,
the coach speaks English and it's fluent, and then I got 2 other Americans going with me. So
okay,
and I think most of the players there speak a little bit of English because, like I was telling them before we started the show, there's only like 2 million people in the country, and so not that many people speak their language, so they have to learn other languages. But thankfully, they've been learning English, it seems.
They love their basketball. The talent out there is really good. I mean, I know that's where your boy's from.
I mean, I think you're going to...
Hates Dirk.
Who?
Who was you talking about?
Joker.
Yeah, Joker.
Why'd you say Dirk? Dirk's from Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Joker fan at all.
I don't know about that one. I'm definitely a Jokic fan for sure.
He's just... just leave it there.
Just leave it there.
Yeah. We've seen what happened to him in the Olympics.
Yeah, I guess so.
He fouled out. He should happen to him in the NBA every game. He should foul out every game. He should foul out every game in the first half.
I don't think he hates him as a player. I think he hates that he gets a lot of calls.
That's it. Like
he doesn't get any calls or whatever.
It's the NBA. I'm telling you, it's the NBA.
Yeah, there's only 2 players that gets calls. LeBum and him.
He don't like LeBron.
As you can tell. Is there any? Have you been talking to anyone that's kind of going to prepare you for how they play the game over there? Because I know it's a bit different than what happens in America.
I would say, I mean, the coach told me what he expects of me as a player and what he wants their team to be playing. But honestly, I've just been watching a lot of film. Their film is on YouTube, so I've just been watching their games and seeing how their offense runs and just the ins and outs of everything. I'm preparing myself for the most part.
Do they have good fan support, packed gyms out there?
The gyms are packed, especially the deeper you get in the playoffs. Just about every gym will be filled. So
do they run a big season? Do they run a long season like they do here?
They've actually only got 19 games in the regular season, so that's less than I had in college. So that's good for me. My body should be in shape. I should be like feeling good for every game.
It's like a football schedule.
Yeah, I mean it's 1 game, maybe 2 games a week. The first game is September 28th, and then the last scheduled game is February 4th, and then postseason starts, and that could run for another month or so.
Yeah.
So looking at probably anywhere from 20 if we get beat the first game of postseason to 30 games if we make it to the championship.
What kind of living arrangements do you know yet?
I mean, I've got my own apartment out there, and
good.
Meals paid for. I mean, everything's going to be taken care of. They'll have people waiting on me at the airport, so I'm ready to see.
He's got it better than what we got it here.
I was fixing to say,
you can't even get a hat.
I can't even get a hat. I can't even get a hat. You think I could get one of your jerseys when you get one? You think you can send them back?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some jerseys sent back. I've had some people asking about it.
Well, you make sure you get one for the big guy. I will rep it.
I want him to have it, so I'm going to try to see how he pronounces what's on the jersey. Just to see how he does with it.
Yeah, we do need one to put up.
Yeah, we do actually.
Yeah, I'll get some jerseys made for sure.
Well, listen, I'm gonna be selfish. I want one for my man cave.
Okay.
I can get as many made as you need.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, Brady, man, we are so excited for you. I mean, this
very
is
proud of you,
genuine
man.
for everybody here. We are so excited for you, man. And whenever I can learn how to spell your team's name, we're going to be looking it up.
Hey, we talk about these guys trips.
Yeah.
I mean, what about a guy trip to
Slovenia?
Yeah.
Kid, look at AJ looking at me like,
it's a long flight.
Yeah. How long's the flight?
If it's a non-stop flight, it would be like 16 hours. But I got 3 separate flights. And the longest one is 10 hours, so not that bad.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Get
you can get some sleep.
Download the movies, get the podcast ready, and be out there for a while. But man, Brady, we're so proud of you, and congratulations. And man, we hope you turn this into something and end up playing over here for all the right reasons.
That is the goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Brady, thanks for coming on the show, and good luck in your pro career moving forward, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep. Congrats.
Coming up next, we got a lot of high school football and high school volleyball to talk about next here on X Sports Live.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
At Old South Wood Preserving in Summertown, Tennessee, we provide quality pressure-treated wood products for the ag fence and the post frame building industry. Our tried and true process of preserving wood, utilizing the latest technology in the industry, ensures that our products stand the test of time. Our team works tirelessly together to make sure that our customers are treated with the best service and care each day. I'm Eric Stoll, and as the owner of Old South Wood Preserving, my goal isn't to be the biggest supplier in the industry, but rather to be the very best at what we do. Build your project with Old South Wood. Learn more at oldsouthwood.com or call us at 931-762-9663.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live, guys. We got Dusty Kaiser, Clint Brazier, Hayden Burks. I'm AJ Good, and we might have our first workers' comp claim because.
Here's one other thing. How do you get workers' comp when we're not on the payroll?
I don't know. Ben Luna, who you get your insurance with? That's all I don't know.
I mean,
he's got to have stitches.
Yeah, he's got to have stitches. These zip ties here on the end, and
he's the only guy I know that can come on a sports podcast and have to have stitches because of a desk.
Yeah. But hey, at least he's taking care. He's taking care of the donuts.
You see how I powered through it in that last
interview? You did. I was watching you. You about stuck it all over your hand.
I saw you look. I'm like, what are you doing over here? Then I looked down.
We got bleeding like a stuck hog. I felt it run down in my shoe. I said, "What in the world?"
Oh man, the things that happen.
We're going to put on catcher's equipment for you or something.
For folks at home, they've got some wires zip tied around. And it's got little nubs sticking out, and Clint is as delicate as I am. Rub my leg up against it, and it just split me open. I'm not
I ain't gonna use the redneck term.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we have officially kicked off official games this week. Volleyball, we had them Monday, yesterday. Actually, Loretto's in action right now over at Spring Hill. That should be a good game. I haven't looked at it. I've been driving over from UNA, but volleyball's in action. Football's going to kick us off here on Friday, and already volleyball-wise, what's the score there?
Yeah, it's 5-4 in the second set. Loretto won the first
one. Okay, but speaking of Loretto, they've looked pretty good here the first couple games so far, and we predicted that they would be one of the favorites there in Class A and make it back to the state championship game again. And
my wife, after myself, was one of these. It happens at home too.
Yeah, it's okay. But
thanks, big guy.
Anyways, Loretto off to a good start in volleyball, like we knew that they would.
Volleyball?
Yeah.
I was telling them before you got here, I don't plan on calling any volleyball games. I told Will I will, but you really better need me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll come call them, but if I were to have my pick on which ones to call, it'd be Loretto because it's going to be quick.
Yeah.
You're probably not going more than 3 games.
Yeah,
Three sets,
you're 30, 45 minutes max, and you're coming to the house.
Yeah, their game last night against Hampshire, they won the first set 25-6. Second one was 25-8, and then the third one was 25-10.
I was going to say, I bet it took you longer to get there.
Yeah, it did. That game about 45 minutes.
Yeah,
it was longer for us to get there, set up, and get that stuff.
Well, your game last night wasn't long. I watched you at home.
Yeah, at Franklin County. Yeah, they took care of business. I mean, you can't get down on yourself when you lose to Loretto in volleyball. And the Lady Cats, the first set didn't really go their way. Second set, they battled them really well. The third set, the start of it was pretty good in the middle, and towards the end, Loretto, started to turn it on. But good bounce back for them last night. They're going to play that same Spring Hill team tomorrow night, and that's going to be a good test for them. For Lawrence County, it's the teams you got to look out for are Lincoln County, Spring Hill, and Columbia. Those are going to be the teams that are going to battle for that district title. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially as good as those freshmen have been playing, and they are growing up in front of our eyes, and they're going to be basketball players as well.
Sure.
They might win a fourth straight district title right there. And then Summertown, 1-1, a tough game at Eagleville, but we know Eagleville's going to be in Murfreesboro. They seem to be there every year. So it's no shame in losing to them. And guys, we might have 3 teams in Murfreesboro.
Listen, you guys know what I think, Coach Andrea Kelly. She knows you can't win a state championship in August,
right?
And they're just trying to get better. Abby Jo's still trying to get her feet back under from being out, missing a whole year last year, and it's coming. They'll be okay. Can they beat Loretto any this year? I don't know, but they can still do what they got to do to get there and possibly beat them in the big game.
Yeah. You got to get there.
I know you saw that happen before.
Yeah, you just got to get there. So now moving forward, football guys, it is week number 1.
That's it.
A lot of excitement going on. Let's start with the big game. Every game's a big game, let's be real, but the big game in our area, Lawrence County and Summertown. Me and you were talking on the phone, Dusty. All of us have been talking. There's a lot of unknowns coming into this game. It's really hard to gauge it because we really just don't know what we're getting into on Friday night.
No, you don't. We were there Friday night to Jamboree, and you don't see everything in the Jamboree.
Right.
You're
very vanilla.
Yeah.
Yes, very vanilla. We seen something different.
Yeah.
To start the Jamboree with Lawrence County, going wide.
Yeah.
We talked. Defense looks a little quicker on the ends this year than they did last year. We also know Summertown. They look really good.
They look really good.
They look really good in Jamboree. They bringing in another coach that's from this area that has some ties to Lawrence County. We talked off air, bringing in his son that's a senior that is a phenomenal football player.
Not to cut you off, but I do feel bad. The show we talked about Grayson and that whole controversy news, however you want to take it.
Yeah.
I should have brought up the fact that they did lose a stud, but we gained a stud at Summertown. Quint Smith. For 3 sports. And I was really impressed. I didn't know Quint ran the ball until I watched that Jamboree. He just been down the road. I didn't know.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
Man, it'd be like tackling a Coke machine, it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was telling the guy at work today. He said, so what's y'all's first game looking like? And I was like, well, there's going to be a chance we're going to have to tackle somebody that looks like Jerome Bettis running the football. You know? But I'm excited for Friday. I really am. I know me and you talked about getting there early. I've done been seeing that they're going to have some state troopers out with some deputies and with some fire department directing traffic. Monument Road's going to be shut down after 5 o'clock or 6 or something.
2 different ways you can get in. You can see the map on Facebook, and I'm sure we can share it out on X Sports.
I think that somebody actually did share
I think
it.
it was crashed.
Somebody probably better redo it then. He probably had to run backwards. Anything has to do with driving a car, we don't need crash and doing anything.
No, I've already had to clean up one of Crash's messes today, so we don't want to clean
But you know
up
about
anymore.
that game? People, barbershop talk, that's been the talk so far this week. It's high school football. Regular season starts this week. And, a lot of people say, I guess Lawrence County should probably run over Summertown. I said, well,
they didn't last year.
And I'm pretty sure Lawrence County lost a lot more seniors than Summertown did, but they've also got a lot more sophomores and freshmen that didn't play last year. They're probably going to be real contributing to this Lawrence County team, but Summertown does too.
Yeah.
I think you got Max Dillard for Summertown. You got McCrory, who's just a stud. On top of that, you got a quarterback that's going to be his 3rd year to be a starting quarterback. So I don't know. I could see it being a blowout either way. I could see it being coming down to the wire either way.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think if it's one of those just throwing it out there, and I hope it's what we get to see Friday night, but if it's a 14-14 going into halftime, buddy, that second half's going to be a game. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, they've had some close ones in the past. I mean, the very first football game I had was, Summertown. If it wasn't for a drop touchdown in the end zone, might have won that game. Who knows?
Muff punt, I think.
Yeah, muff punt.
I'm excited for it, and here's the thing. I was telling a guy this morning, and I know you get it just like I do. That in-county rivalry. And these boys, we done see the trash talk on all the social media and all that stuff, and I'm cool with it. Hey, that's part of kids being kids,
it's
but
part of a rivalry.
It's part of a rivalry, so the parents need to just buckle your chin strap because that's just part of it.
And be professional.
And be adults. Don't be ugly, don't be negative. But in all honesty, like, these boys have been looking at this game. They're not looking, like, Lawrenceburg's not looking at next week with Loretta coming. We ain't talked about that game yet.
No.
But in
Loretta's got their own.
They've got their own deal with. But Summertown has been looking for Lawrence County. And Lawrence County's been looking at Summertown. And they're not looking past those games.
Yeah. I mean, and you look at it from Lawrence County's perspective, they're breaking out the new offense. Defensively, they're changing things up. It's not a complete overhaul of the defense, but they've got a lot more speed on the defensive side of the ball. They've got a lot of weapons. You're not going to see it in the scrimmages. You're not going to see it in the jamborees. You got a quarterback in Cale Scott that's going to bring different things here offensively. That's where the unknown comes in, because you got 2 teams that are almost in the same place, not a ton of seniors, a lot of freshmen, sophomores, juniors coming up, and these are going to be the guys battling each other. And even though it's not a region game, it doesn't matter. It's still this game still matters.
It means so much.
And week 1, you don't make or break your season in week 1, but that can certainly, if you play the right way, you execute everything, you come away with a rivalry win that propels you through the rest of the season.
And we also know what it's like to be hyped up for so long, looking forward to this game, and then lose that game.
Right.
Sure.
And how hard it is to get ready next week for your next week.
Yeah, because as soon as that one's over, you're going right back into another one. And talking about Summertown, we talked about their players, we talked about the new one, but we also talked about the coach coming in with them. Walt brings on a whole nother dynamic. Walt's a great coach. He's got just a heck of a football mind on him. He does a great job with the kids, and I'm excited for Friday night. I am. I think we're going to have some decent weather.
Clear skies.
Get there early.
Yeah.
I know we'll be there early.
Okay, so you guys calling that game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
I'll take an extra week off
Yeah.
before I start
Yeah.
back next week.
We're calling that game.
I'll
and
be in Wayne County. It'll be
and-
my debut, I guess.
And just like last year, or seems like every year I've been here, the Loretto-Lawrence County game is going to be blue blazing hot.
All right.
You know, thank you, Frank Gossage. You know,
Steak dinner for the seniors is that night.
Yeah.
So if you haven't bought your ticket, you have today and tomorrow to do so.
Yeah.
It's $100 a ticket. Single, if you're just, if you're by yourself, it's $50.
Yeah.
This is for the senior after graduation party. We're really pushing hard to get this done so the seniors don't have to fundraise all year long.
Yeah.
So that is going to be cut off, I think, is tomorrow. I think I'm right, and I may be wrong. If I am, my wife will let me know here in a second by text message, and I'll correct myself.
Yeah.
But that steak dinner is the Loretta football game.
Yeah.
Something else going on with Egg Sports Network too for that Loretta game. We got something planned. You probably know about it. If not, I'll fill y'all in. But we'll keep it on the low until next week. But we've got something planned. We'll get it going.
Gave everybody a big tease and not going to deliver.
Not yet. We'll wait until next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to
Did he
show
just-
I
some
won't be
things
there
up.
anyway.
Did he just leave us hanging?
I didn't leave you
I think he
hanging.
did.
Yeah.
I think he did.
He's leaving everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody watching.
Yeah. Cliffhanger.
I mean,
We'll be right back.
look at the two guys that's calling the game don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. No. Yep. We'll get something going. Don't worry.
So, speaking of the team right in front of Meade and Hayden, got Collinwood coming to town.
Yeah.
Last 3 years, guys, that game has been a thriller.
It has been a doozy.
It's been a doozy. I was at Loretto today. I was at Collinwood the day before. Each side, lost some. Each side had historic seasons a year ago. Collinwood, they're going to be big. They're going to be physical. They're going to be. The game was won in the trenches. Loretto's going to want to play up tempo. It's one of those styles makes fights sort of games, and you've got two teams to do things differently going to face off once again, and that should be a very fun one over there at Loretto on Friday night.
Yeah. I'll say this: they're excited, and I know they are. They've been talking about this game since they've been trying to get back on the field after their season last season. It doesn't look like they've missed a step at all.
No.
I mean, Mason Tidwell, he's throwing the ball well. Dylan Thompson's looking really good. Reynolds coming back, and McDowell. That offense is going to be.
And if I remember right, watching you guys last week, they scored 28 of their 35 in the first quarter.
In the first quarter,
right?
yeah. They scored 28 points in the first quarter.
And Barry told me, and they didn't even play that good.
Right.
today.
Yeah.
That's what he told me today.
They scored 28 in the first
And
quarter.
Heartland's usually a pretty good football team.
They are.
Yeah, they're no slouch.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun. The Loretto guys were, insistent about, defense has got to tackle, defense has got to play good, and when Collinwood brings those big bodies, I mean they got some kids out there. There's one massive offensive and defensive lineman. I'm like, man, when is this kid going to graduate? I swear he's been here for. I don't know.
Like
This is only my fourth season, so he probably was
He's
afraid.
probably 24.
The views of Clint Brazier do not. What am I supposed to say? The views of Clint Brazier do not reflect the views of the Egg Sports Network.
My daughter's ex-boyfriends from Collinwood. We don't like them very much.
Again, the views of Clint Brazier do not reflect the views of the Egg Sports Network.
That was a joke, Collinwood folks. I apologize.
But that should be a fun one. I mean,
Collinwood's not going to come lay down.
No. And
they got a really good coach, and they almost won that game last year. They're going to come in there fired up.
Yeah.
They got something to prove.
They were all honestly, them and maybe Lawrence County, and then the game Loretto lost, probably the three closest games they had.
Mount Pleasant.
That
game against Mount Pleasant was the game of the year by far.
That was whoever had the ball last was going to win.
Yes.
I remember Lawrence County had a running clock in the second half at Cheatham County. They just ran all over them. I was already past Nashville, getting ready to take the Spring Hill exit when the game ended.
Right.
Like, I was already on the road, and they haven't even finished the first half yet.
That was a great game.
Yeah, that was a great game. Well, speaking of Mount Pleasant, they got Wayne County opening up the new turf. And Dustin and I saw that field. It's incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know Summertown goes there.
I walked out on it.
They go there this year, or they come to Summertown?
No, Mount Pleasant comes to Summertown.
Okay. Okay. So Loretto and Summertown will see it next year. But it's a great facility. They got Wayne County coming in. Wayne County, it's a big physical team. You got Mount Pleasant. They're having to replace a really good quarterback in Nick Brown. Darian Mezzu is a finalist for Class 2A Mr. Football. They're having to replace those guys. And Dusty, I was pretty impressed with how they handled themselves on Friday against
That's what I was going to say, the Plunkett kid.
Yeah.
He had to pick, got tackled, kind of to goal line, and then he come back in, had a little. He got a 15-yarder, and then he got a personal foul. Yeah, he got 30 yards in one play, but then he comes in and gets a pick.
Yeah,
and then another series later, he comes in, runs, and gets a touchdown. We seen two great quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And when we talked, man, they're going to run a 2-quarterback option this year because, we got one kid that was real flashy in Booker.
Yeah.
And then the other kid, he could run, but he could also stand up in the pocket and get it down the field.
The right kid was.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I think you're thinking Columbia.
Maybe
Columbia had two quarterbacks.
Yeah. I am right. We got the
Mount Pleasant,
because that was such a good one with CPA.
Yeah, that was a good one that somehow I was having some VMix issues. I wish we could have, because CPA's Division II AA class, state champions, and Columbia looked pretty good.
They looked the part.
They got a freshman that is lightning fast. But Mount Pleasant has got a ton of weapons. They still got the McClure brothers back.
Yep, we got the Frierson kid on the outside.
Yeah, they, and the right kid, he's a transfer from Spring Hill. He's throwing the ball pretty good. But Wayne County and big kids, they play hard. That's never been an issue for them. That should be.
Should be a good one.
Kid Hartsfield told me they punched him in the mouth a year ago. Wayne County punched them in the mouth a year ago at Wayne County.
I was at that game. That was Mount Pleasant. They struggle with Wayne County. That's for sure.
So new turf, new field, and guys, it's here. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're actually going to be talking about what happened this time a week ago to this time next week. What happened in those games, and then we're getting ready for Lawrence County and Loretta. We are going to get a Summertown helmet soon. So
we're working on that right now. Don't worry, I donated mine.
Yeah, he donated his hat, so we've got it. We'll satisfy everybody at some point. I know you're working on getting some of these type of helmets with our teams on it, and we'll put some of the colleges on. We need
once basketball season comes around, all that stuff.
We need a UNA one. And speaking of UNA, I know you guys don't know much about UNA, FCS and whatnot, but week 0 they got a game. They're playing in the FCS kickoff 6:00 Saturday night, taking on Southeast Missouri State. There in Montgomery from the Crampton Bowl. Myself and Crash will be there. I'm driving, just letting everyone know. So we will get there in one piece.
I do feel better. Yeah. Are you going to stop at Buc-ee's?
Well, probably twice. Yeah. They have food in the press box. So, you got, you're not a real sports journalist until you take care of the free food. That's how it's supposed to go. Yeah, I know last year was hot dogs, but hey, it's better than nothing. And it's a night game, so it won't be 120 on the turf like it was a year ago.
It's a nice facility because we went down there for our conference tournament with UT Southern this past year. So it's a really nice facility.
Big stadium, not going to have a ton of big crowd, UNA's fans being the northern part of the state and Southeast Missouri State being from Southeast Missouri. But still going to be a lot of fun. Watch at 6:00, and Lions are hoping to pick up a big upset here to start things off. So coming up next, we'll talk some college football, some pro football, and some wrestling when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gage Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through all of life's obstacles. Facing those challenges is easier together. That's why Jack Davis specializes in group insurance. Cover the most valuable aspect of your business, your employees, with coverage for life, accident, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize plans for every need. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987. Contact Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Need a trailer? How about saws, tools, loaders, or generators? You can find all of that and much, much more at Old School Rentals. Owner Ryan Smith, located on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Oliver Wellness and Massage, located in Pulaski, Tennessee, is your premier spa for massage therapy, salt therapy, IV therapy, tanning, and much more. Stay relaxed, look your best, and feel good at Oliver Wellness, located at 1187 West College Street, Pulaski, Tennessee, or contact Haley at 931-309-0462 or schedule your appointment online at 931massage.com.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to X Sports Live. Dusty, Clint, and Hayden joining us once again. And guys, we're playing real college football games this weekend. I know it's week 0, nothing real, you know. Right. The best matchups we have is Florida State and Georgia Tech playing in Ireland in week 0. And what did you do?
I got golf.
Oh, you got golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he was taking this.
Yeah, I was like, what happened? What happened? And then SMU and Nevada playing later that evening. And but hey, you know, we're going to see teams really teeing it up for real. And we have an ACC game. And I know a lot of people are anxious to see Florida State after what happened a year ago, going undefeated in the regular season, not making the playoff, losing all those guys, going to have to replenish all those guys. So I know there's going to be a lot of eyes on that game at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Well, it will. Just even people that don't give two craps about it, like myself, I'll watch it just because I'm ready to watch college football.
Yep, that's exactly what I was fixing to say. You took the words out of my mouth.
I do want to see how Florida State is after losing so many to the NFL, to graduation, after what happened to them last year. I want to see how they come out. I think they've done pretty well in the recruiting aspect of it
DJ.
Year before, and transfer, but I'm anxious to see.
Yeah. Well, it's overseas,
right?
So you can watch it early.
Yeah, and we were just talking about that with Brady. You got to create your own atmosphere over there. The NFL games are getting better.
Sure.
Over there, like the fans are getting
But
more
everybody
and more
knows
into games.
those guys. It's professional.
Yeah, college football's a different animal.
There's people over there who probably don't never even heard of Florida State.
And they're in Ireland. They're not in Germany.
They're
or
not in
France
a football town. They're having to play, I guess, on a rugby field. I guess is what
they're playing I think they're playing in their main rugby stadium,
which I think is great for college football.
Yeah.
I don't really care like y'all. I don't care who's playing. I'm just ready to watch some college football.
Yeah. I bet Florida State's just happy they don't have to deal with Atlanta traffic.
I can't believe the first overseas college football game is not Australia, because that's where every kicker in college football is from.
Everybody. But if you want a good kicker,
I'm guessing
you better go get one.
I'm guessing Ireland's more set up for tailgating and drinking, so that's college football than it is Australia. Yeah, but Georgia Tech though. I mean, they had some upsets a year ago. This was, this ain't no slouch. And this is an ACC game. This is something that matters. I really like their coach that they have there. When he took over for the previous administration, that dude was an idiot beyond a reasonable doubt.
He was a moron.
And he took over.
By Bush Jones.
Yeah.
How bad he was.
Yeah, he got.
That's terrible.
They've got I like what he does there. When he took over, they got better. They had a decent year a year ago. I mean, this is a league game. This is right off the get. I'm not a fan of conference games right off the get go because there's too many unknowns and there's too much on the line. But shoot, I mean, it's too much. We've already seen upsets happen in that Ireland game, i.e., Nebraska losing to Northwestern a couple years ago. But you certainly can't sleep on any team within your conference because you don't win that conference, you don't make it to the playoff.
No, especially the ACC. I mean, you've got to have a pretty. You've got to pretty much blow through your conference if you're Florida State. And, we saw it last year. They still didn't get in.
It's not a given. No. I mean, even with 12 teams, nothing's a given when, you're down to your third, fourth string quarterback.
Yeah.
So, we got that, and the NFL's kind of just rolling through the preseason right now. We've gotten a lot of rookies being named starting quarterbacks. You got Bo Nix in Denver, which I honestly didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either.
Jaden Daniels, I did see that in Washington. We knew Caleb Williams is going to be. Is there any kind of favorites there that you guys like that might be in the better situation that could be the potential rookie of the year?
I don't
know. They've all been struggling. That's what I've heard. They're all been struggling.
I mean, Bo Nix I seen a thing today. He's the oldest starting quarterback since as a rookie.
Yeah.
Since was it
guy from Florida State, wasn't it?
Brandon Whedon.
Brandon Whedon, 24 years old.
Yeah.
I was going to say Winky.
Whedon was like 29 when he started for Cleveland.
Listen, I don't think Bo Nix is going to take Denver.
Right, I'm with you.
Anywhere. Jaden Daniels, I guess. But my God, look what kind of team he's on.
Yeah, they've got weapons in Washington, but the biggest thing is, and this really, you could say this about pro football, you can say this about high school, you say it about college. Your quarterback is only good when he's standing on his feet and throwing. Well, you ain't got the guys to protect him.
It don't matter who you got.
To me, none of them are close to as good as Bryce Young.
Right.
Yeah. And look at how much he struggled because of the team he's on.
No line, no offensive line whatsoever.
The one I'm eager for is they still haven't made a decision with New England yet. With Drake May or Milton.
Your guy's going to win the job.
I would love it if he did.
I told y'all last week.
I'd love it. But
he's got a Tennessee boy as his head coach.
Yeah, he does.
I told y'all he's the best practice quarterback ever.
Hey, he's the best Hail Mary quarterback you ever see.
I need a 90-yard touchdown, or I'm going to throw it down.
Good, that's all I got.
I can't throw it 5 yards. I can throw it 90.
It's crazy how, every situation this happens. You saw it with RG3 and Kirk Cousins. Because I've actually watched a couple videos about that situation over the last couple of days, and now you got this with Milton and Drake May. You got to be thinking, oh man, I was a first-round draft pick. You got to think, if that job's not yours this year, it's going to be it the next year. And then they draft this dude behind you.
It's a specimen of an athlete.
It's almost
got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah, and it's almost like, did they really want me? Do they really have the confidence in my abilities.
I mean, so do you waste the third pick? I mean, is that what you look? I mean, is that what we're saying? Like that was just a waste? Because you're not going to be able to trade him now. There's no stock in him whatsoever.
I think they just took a quarterback. I think they wanted Jaden Daniels. They
And he
didn't
wasn't
get him,
there.
and they just found one. And then all of a sudden, when was Joe taking the 4th round?
I don't know.
No,
It was
7th
like
round.
6.
Yeah,
he was
7,
taking past Brady.
That's right. And they look and go, whoa, this guy's still on the board?
Yeah.
I don't even know if they thought that. They're probably
And
just
honestly,
thinking,
if you didn't watch
well,
them as close as Tennessee or SEC fans, you'd be like, hey, we got a good deal here.
Yeah.
We watched every game.
We're like, holy cow.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Hidden Hooker, there's this group, this radio team out of Detroit that I listen to every now and again because I've sent you guys some of the videos because their main guy's hilarious, Mike Valeni. But it's not even looking like Hendon's going to get the backup job in Detroit.
Well, I think they should have traded him before he gets hurt.
Right.
I hate to say it because I think he was great in college. I really had a lot of hope for him and at the next level. I think he's injury prone.
Yeah.
And I think for them to get anything out of him, they need to trade him now.
Yeah, and
send him to a team that needs a quarterback.
Send him to a team that needs a quarterback. And, Jared Goff, unless he gets hurt, which he's not really injury prone.
Right.
He hasn't had injury issues for a guy that's really not that mobile. But he does, it's like they said about Dan Marino. Wasn't the mobile guy, but man, that guy can maneuver his body. Same with Roethlisberger, can maneuver his body in the pocket or right on the line of scrimmage and deliver a ball and not get hit. Jared Goff's the same way. Detroit is all in this year.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Yes.
Yeah, they should be.
So he needs to go to a place that needs him. But, I mean, is it me? I'm hearing this a lot in college football, certainly in the pros, when you're talking about the Aaron Rodgers of the world, all of that stuff. Man, everyone is talking about how big an offensive line is because
I think it's very.
It's always been important, but I think it's really been emphasized this year.
I think it has because you've seen a lot of these quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers.
4 plays,
and he's out for the season. Look at Bryce Young. He had all this hype, and I know he's an Alabama guy, but he had all this hype, and we knew that he was really good.
Yeah.
And like you said, I mean, he couldn't stay off his. He can't stay off his back.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence struggled his first year.
Yes.
You know how you feel about that.
I think it's so important.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shoot. Even I think bettors in Vegas are taking A&M over Notre Dame just because the left tackle of Notre Dame is going to miss the opening game. And everyone's freaking out, and now everyone's betting A&M over Notre Dame.
When you start seeing that happen, you know how important it is.
Yeah.
When you're starting to
Vegas
swing,
always knows something.
They know something.
They've got, I don't know how they find out some of the stuff, but we look at those lines sometimes and just go, what do they know that we don't?
who's got the inside track?
Or sometimes they do put that number a little higher just to see if people will bet it down or maybe even bet it up. They have a way to play with our emotions.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, you picking them to win the Super Bowl again this year?
I took him to the AFC Championship game.
I picked him to win MVP.
I'll make a side bet with both of you.
No.
That they do, or they
neither one of those happened.
But listen, I wish
Kansas City again.
This what I'm fixing to bring up real quick. I wish we would have had it last week when we were doing, or the week if I wasn't here the week before that, was with our NFL stuff. But I had a guy today tell me today that he thinks this is a fact that's going to happen this year in NFL.
Okay.
And I think he's lost his ever-loving mind.
Yeah.
But he says Tom Brady will suit up and play for one team and one team only. The 49ers. He said Brock Purdy goes down, they will never let Josh Dobbs run it, and Brady gets to go home and win a Super Bowl with the 49ers.
If he comes in and wins us a Super Bowl, I will be happy. But if we don't even win that stinking thing, and they brought in Tom Brady and mortgaged our future for that guy.
I don't see it.
Listen,
I'll never hear me talk about that team again.
I said we'll never see Tom Brady in a football uniform.
We'll never see Brady's having a lot of fun in retirement.
Yes, he's having too much fun.
And he's got a whole deal with Fox.
He's putting in his work learning all the. I mean, he's already knows the game, but I mean, he's at practices now.
He's already lost one relationship over football. I don't think he's going to play football. I don't think he's going to lose another. I think he's got to go.
Well, my buddy says, well, he's single. He don't have a wife telling him he can't go play. Yeah. I was like, well, I'll put $100.
He's almost 50 now, right? He's what, 48?
He's 40, at least 40, over 40.
Let's just see. We'll see how it is. I say he's 46.
I thought he was 46 when he retired.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he's like 48.
Yeah, because his rookie year was
99.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Yeah.
I thought he was just a year younger.
I thought his rookie year was.
He's 47.
47.
He was 2000 draft.
Yeah, 2000 draft. So
he's 47. He just turned 47.
I mean, especially the way the game is now, if you guys want to see a murder live on TV, put Tom Brady at quarterback. Put him back there for the Jets if Rodgers gets injured 8 plays into the season again.
Could y'all imagine, though, if that played out and Tom Brady come and won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I never would have thought it happened in Tampa.
I mean, what would we say then?
Well, I already say he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
He's already a GOAT, but oh
that
my
just
gosh,
builds it up another notch.
LeBron will have to play 5 more years just to tell everyone he's the greatest athlete of all time over Tom Brady and Jordan.
Every time Brock Purdy drops back in the pocket, this guy's going to be going.
I already do that anyways, but I would do that for any quarterback or any of my teams. As you've noticed when I watch a game, how many times the moment he plants that back foot, what am I saying? Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it.
They don't even have time.
Find Debo.
They don't even have time to take a 2-step drop when AJ said, "Throw the ball, throw the ball."
Yeah, I'm standing in the quarter. My wife warned me for the Super Bowl. She goes, "You better be on your best behavior. You already made your son curse the last time." I said a bad word, and my son repeated it on loop during the NFC Championship game. He hasn't said it since, but I got so mad during a Brock Purdy interception that my son literally was just like, he just goes, and just saying that S word, 4-letter S word a lot of times. So wrestling now, guys. We're leading up to the Battle of Berlin. I did not see a Drew Punk strap match coming, but I think that's
well, they set it up after Punk whooped the piss out of him.
Yeah.
Did y'all see them whelps?
Yeah. I can't believe it's both of them again.
I know. So soon. I didn't think it'd be the very next. I thought they might wait till
the bad blood.
Bad blood, or maybe even make it a Hell in the Cell match all the way to Survivor Series. I didn't think it'd be. We're taking.
Well, I think they're having to now because Seth is taking some time off.
Yeah.
So he don't have.
Dumb speculation on my part, but I think Becky might be pregnant.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong.
I'm not digging into anyone's personal life. I've done no research and just.
I haven't either, but I'm just taking a hunch. I seen a video the other day on Instagram or something, and I thought she may be.
Which he should do that. I mean, wow, he's almost 40, right?
Yeah,
he's done so much for the company lately.
Oh, he deserves a break.
Yeah, he deserves a break, absolutely. But I mean, I'm thinking Gunther and Randy, I think we might see some old school Orton, and we might get us a banger.
I think we're fixing to see a 15-time.
I don't see how Gunther gets it in SummerSlam and then gives it over overseas.
Especially in Germany.
Well, you may be right, but I think you gotta have to do a little.
They didn't give Drew the title in Scotland, so.
No, they didn't. And Randy's getting on up there in age, boys, where he can't go every night.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I mean, what he's doing is phenomenal, anyways. Yeah. Taking the bumps he's been taking on the announce table, and all that.
Now, if they are going to set up I think if you let Cena in this year run, he's going to have his picks. It's got to be a match with Randy Orton.
You got to have one more.
So I can see them giving him a belt and getting him on a run to get him and Cena.
Yeah, because Orton could take I'm just saying, he could take the title and he could do some promos live, but he don't have to get in a ring.
And he doesn't have to have it for long either.
No.
He doesn't have to have it for long either. So.
I think with Cena, I think it'll be 2 more titles he wins. Intercontinental and then the big one last time.
I think so.
That way he can get the Grand Slam championship.
Well, what if Randy wins it, he holds up the belt in the middle of the ring, then all of a sudden you hear that Cena music, that place. Oh. Man, those international crowds are crazy.
They're crazy anyways.
They are going to explode.
I think we're going to see Jey Uso against Braun Breaker for that he's gonna. He just
they put him back on TV.
he put his name in the Intercontinental tournament.
But it's the fans, especially when you watch the live shows, they really want Jay to come and save Rhea and Damian Priest.
Yeah.
During that segment on Monday night when they were chanting Jey Uso's name.
I
was surprised that nobody come out.
I know.
Yeah.
There's got to be someone to come save us.
Got to be.
If there's two people, it'll be Jay and Sammy, because I think.
Well, Sammy really doesn't have a history again, other than that War Games.
The War Games.
But like as a tag team
because
thing.
they're going to get the titles.
Yeah,
I think they're going to put the titles back on
Priest
Jay.
will come out and screw JD and Finn from the title, and that make it even more like. I like that storyline though.
Yeah, it's getting pretty juicy because how many times is Rhea about to hit the riptide on Dominic? First it was in the ring, then she almost did it through a table.
Yeah.
Shoot, they should go old Steve Blackman, Shane McMahon, and take him to the top of the Jumbotron and throw him off. I mean, Dominic's light; he'll travel.
I mean, he plays a great heel.
Yeah,
Dominic does, especially how the fans just hate him.
Yeah,
I mean, just absolutely hate him.
Well, we keep saying it week in and week out. I think wrestling's in a great spot right now.
Oh man, did you hear about all the? They did the Fanatics Fest. WWE sold out of everything, and they had Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. All of these legends from all these different sports.
Kevin Durant was there.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, and none of those sold out, but wrestling did.
Yeah. I seen where the Steiner brothers are going to be in Franklin at a little card show.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool to go to. Even if you don't get to get up close to them because you got to pay all that extra money, but just to see them kind of close.
So some of those conventions are just crazy. $45 for an autograph. Like I get it, they're not wrestling anymore.
Sure,
and they. Some of them, that is their income, is doing all these card shows and whatnot, and I get it, but, we ain't all made of money. Yeah. And, unless I'll pay for Bret Hart, Stone Cold, and The Rock. I ain't.
Yeah, I'm not paying $45 for Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner, that dude's still crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
you might go up with a bloody shin, and he might be a shark smelling blood in the water.
As it is, I don't need to.
I seen
to take a look. I'm giving him the wrong way.
I seen a video of him. He was in a high school gym.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, doing a little house show.
Yeah.
And he's still ripped at 60.
Yeah. Yeah, and only other big wrestling news. I know it's the other company, but they're going to take their WrestleMania to Globe Life Field where the Rangers play.
What are they going to do? Put 1,200 people?
I know that's kind of been the topic in between all the big.
You mean 12, not 12?
Yeah, 12.
I mean, that's been kind of the talk with all the big wrestling shows and the big wrestling podcasts. Is they're doing Wembley Stadium this month, where the year before they did 81,000. This year they haven't even reached 50,000 in tickets sold. I was at that show in Nashville. How much Bridgestone holds? What, 17, 18,000 people, and they had maybe 6 with several sections empty. And, they had a couple upper deck sections empty, and I literally counted how many were in there. I mean, and you're going to take it to a baseball park.
That's a venue that's not even set up.
It holds 46,000. In the seats. You're not going to do that. You might be able to fit all the fans on the field.
I was thinking to say, what they're going to do is set up the chairs on the grass, and that's going to be nobody's going to be in the stands because they ain't going to be able to do that.
Well, it's just one of those. Well, the WWE does. They do Royal Rumbles at baseball stadiums now.
Well, you can't. Yeah. You can't hold WWE's jockstrap.
So. No, not even close. I think they started doing some of their shows in like 1,200, 1,500 seat places, which is what they should do.
Mm-hmm.
Packed house.
Kind of like TNA did.
Little packed house. So I think they're swinging above their shoes right now.
And what you talked about Monday night.
Yeah.
We may have wrestling back at the Ralph.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like that is.
Teaser.
Looks like that's another. Yeah. Making another step towards a go. So. That'll be some information that we'll have hopefully within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll get it out there, and a lot of things going on. We've got,
we have a ton of stuff anyways.
He teased something, and there's also, we got a couple other things on the horizon as well.
Yep.
And I'm not even going to somewhat even hint of what they're going to be. We're just leaving cliffhangers.
We're
just hanging off the cliff.
Right off the edge.
Right off the cliff. So coming up next on X Sports Live will be our rants. It's what we got going on next.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Do you ever worry about having too much in the garage? What about where you're going to put the mower or your ATV? Or better yet, your mother-in-law? Look no further than Quality Storage Buildings located right next door to Flat Rock Cheese and More on the Minor Hill Highway in Pulaski, Tennessee. There you'll find the answer to your need in a compact or spacious metal building. Built by hand right at Flat Rock by some of the finest craftsmen around, there's a perfect building for everyone, including economy, utility, cabin, lofted or garage models, and even an animal shelter line. Buy or rent to own, see the different models at Flat Rock or on North Main Street in Ardmore and on Highway 43 South in Dunn. Call today 931-363-3603 or 931-201-2205.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
Head on over to Shaw Southeast Distributing in Lawrenceburg to find everything you need for your home, business, or fundraiser. To make life easier, Shaw Southeast Distributing now accepts EBT cards. Have a concession stand, food truck, or just your kitchen at home? Leave it to Shaw to fill your shelves with ease. Shaw Southeast Distributing delivers. Family owned and operated. Phone 931-762-7760. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at 1603 Ripke Avenue in Lawrenceburg.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here for X Sports Live, our final segment of the show. Well, guys, we got to get some things off of our chest. Hayden, you got any thing you got to get off?
I ain't got anything yet. Not yet.
Clint?
Nah. I hate sinus infections. I hate mold when you doing homework that you find that puts you out of your house for a week. But we're back at home now, and hopefully everything on the up and up, and I'm feeling better. So.
And you hate zip ties.
And I just hate this place. And this, I'm just have to wear long breeches. I'm gonna have to wear padding in here.
Shin guards. Have to wear shin guards in here.
And by the way, I need to know. Yeah, text me your whatever insurance company y'all use.
Get these stitches taken care of.
Yeah,
I mean, that's at least a gallon on the floor right now.
Oh, yeah, it's at least a gallon back here.
Right
I hope the custodian knows how to mop good.
Yeah.
Ben.
Just hanging in there.
Ben, you mopping the floors?
Go ahead, big man.
Go ahead, big fella.
All right, I'm gonna keep it simple, the best I can. Parents, we're dealing with kids. Be a parent. Be professional. Watch what you say, and let these kids that we deal with in high school, let them have fun. Let the administration stop them if need be, if they think they've went too far. But outside of that, I'm going to leave it at that this week.
Yeah.
And we're going to get through week 1, and we're going to come back and see where we're at.
You know, to that point,
yeah.
One thing I could always say, and I'll give her a shout out here. You remember Ainsley Burleson?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Standout, still playing college basketball. But every parent should be like her mother, Miss Talisha. Because Talisha's not Ainsley's biggest fan. She's every kid on the floor's biggest fan.
Yeah.
And that's the way every parent should
You're supposed to be.
Right.
Those are your best kind of parents you could ever coach.
Yeah.
Their kids. They're not their kids' favorite. Their kid's not their favorite player. All of them's their favorite player. So be more like Miss Talisha.
Yeah. Well done. I mean, the way Dusty was talking, and I can breathe a little.
Well, I told y'all I was going to.
He said.
Yeah, I was starting.
Yeah, what is the way you go? I don't know. I might treat this like I order food at a restaurant. Sometimes I just don't know and blurt it out.
Yeah.
And then I have this visual of Dusty at an Italian restaurant going, "Hey, y'all got some ribs? Ribs and fries?"
Feel it minions back there.
Yeah. The visual, I had so many visuals of Dusty in different restaurants saying something clearly they don't have. He just wanted.
I was nice.
You were nice, yes.
You were professional.
Yes,
professional. And it's what, hey, we're into the. Yeah. I mean, volleyball's been going on for a couple of weeks, but we're in it, and it's the start of a new high school, middle school season, and
we got some big games coming up this week.
Parents don't live through your kids, and just be their biggest fan.
And we've got some rivalries, and again, this is kind of a good segue. That watch what you say. We had to ban someone last year, and we gave that person.
Ooh, I got to tell you about that too.
we gave that
I'm not gonna do
person.
it on air, though.
We gave that person a lot of chances, and we had to do what we had to do. We are not going to be that lenient this year, so
Nope.
we're going to give you the warning now because we'll have other games and other sports and at other times that are about to come up. So we want to set the precedent now. So if you ain't got something nice to say other than go Mustangs, go Cats, go Eagles, and good job here, good job there.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing. Keep it to yourself, and do like I do when I watch my teams in the privacy of my house. Say whatever I want to, and nobody else has to hear it. Just not around my son. But the dog's used to it. She just sleeps during games now. But all right. So on to my rant, and Dusty, it's kind of the piggyback of things you've said actually on multiple rants before, that we have got a respect issue in this country. And I found out firsthand. My parents came in this past weekend, went to the Opry Mills Mall, and we were eating at the Saltgrass Steakhouse. Really, the food was good. We had a good time, other than my son being that child in the mall, if y'all know what I mean.
Absolutely.
And speaking to two dads here. So we got him calmed down. Well, he went number 2, so we had to go to the bathroom. So I'm heading towards the bathroom in the steakhouse, and this muscle-bound, of course, he's wearing a tank top. He's clearly steroided out, Guido, Jersey Shore-looking dude, cuts me off. Opens the door and doesn't even try to hold it open. He clearly saw me, the diaper bag, and the 2-year-old.
Right.
How could you not? The 2-year-old was talking the whole time. For those who have been around him, knows that's pretty common. So he goes in, he had to go number 2. Most of these restaurants have 2 stalls that aren't a urinal in the men's room. Did he take the one that didn't have the changing table? No. He took the one with the changing table. So I patiently waited. My dad, a couple other gentlemen come in, use the bathroom, and leave. And I'm like, okay, and I kind of heard him wrestling around, thinking, okay, he realized he's going to do his business and go. No, next thing you know, I hear his phone come on, and he is watching videos, and he knew that me and my son were in there. So maybe I'm just now, as a dad, and about to be a dad of not 1 but 2 coming up here in late December, early January, that the more I've noticed that people don't have, I'm not saying this common courtesy, exactly, and just respect and understanding that, and I'm saying this for everybody, and I'm not saying it because I'm a dad that I deserve certain privileges over other people. It's just a common courtesy to let, you see someone with the child, there's a changing table right there, you can hold it. So, so I'm just going to let you know, man, the guy that might have gotten you kicked out of the restaurant for saying you were watching inappropriate videos, hi, that was me. So maybe it'll teach you a lesson before you curse everybody out in that restaurant, that maybe shows some common courtesy.
Did he really?
What? No, it wasn't a real good. No. And when it first started, I'm like, what in the world is he listening to? And it wasn't. But the people in the restaurant didn't know.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm the world's worst. That something plays out and you have to remind yourself, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But like you hold the door open for somebody, they don't say a word, keep walking. I just want to grab them. Say, get your
I know.
down here.
I know. I mean,
hey, I can't say that.
I know.
And I'm that guy that does say that. I'll say, you're welcome.
Yeah.
As they walk, man, they'll turn and look at you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
give me a
moron.
nod. Give me a hat. Give me a hat.
Something.
I mean, if I say Jersey Shore looking guy, everyone gets the visual, and he looked exactly. He's white, and you can't be racist against white people. I mean,
the profiling's wrong. People have been doing about my weight for about the last 3-4 weeks.
You just got me.
Yeah, they miss you at the Sunrise Bakery.
Last time I was here, folks, had a Sunrise Bakery addiction. Hadn't been in 2 weeks. I hope Sunrise still in business. So go give them some support. I'm sure they're missing me. I've lost about 8 pounds.
Well, you got guilt tripped by your own family, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my daughters. You don't ever have to worry about hearing what they think about you.
Well, another good show here tonight, guys. And hey, next week we are in the swing of things. We're going to be talking what happened last week in high school football. We're going into the first week, official week 1 of college football. Man, it's an exciting time. We're going to be glued to our TVs, our screens. A lot of, even when we go to the games, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it, guys.
Big shout out real quick before we go. Mr. Mo Grimes, our Daily Herald sports writer from way back when. He watches religiously every Hello Mo, and he'll be my Mount Pleasant insider that we can get some updates from, because we'll only call them 2 games a year, but we'll at least be able to keep up with them, and he's a good stat man, so we'll have some. He'll get me some updates on them.
Well, good. I'm excited about that. And the more coverage we can get of our local teams, the better.
Absolutely.
So, for Dusty Kaiser, Clint Brazier, Hayden Burks, I'm AJ Good. We will see you guys next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.